Dang. So, got a little bit to go over today. Um, Obviously, I took a pretty good trade. Uh, Much needed after the two losses from yesterday and the trade prior. Oh my god, my cat's being an idiot. Get off me. So originally I wanted a long, and it would have been a good setup on Nasdaq, but we were pretty indecisive of where we wanted to go. I still think that long would have been valid because is yeah. So pre-market we swept London low, and then market opened here. We came up. Um, we didn't really sweep. We swept like some low time frame liquidity. I think that's just to push us into this gap, and so we come into it. Not only fill that fair value gap, but I think that there might have been equilibrium as well. There to there, yeah. So we tapped into equilibrium and this gap. Um, and that was here, and then we broke structure here, or 79%. Then we broke structure as well here. Um, I was looking for a second confirmation, and we pushed into this gap, and then this bullish candle out of it. That honestly probably would have been a pretty good entry to go long. Reach London high, little over a 1-to-1, so not bad, but ES was showing us other things, so we were kind of respecting this gap. I mean, we filled most of it, but still closed within it. And that was after making this move. I kind of wanted to see what would happen here. We didn't end up inversing this fair value gap throughout this uh, price at range, whatever. So we respected this gap. I don't know. It seemed like we might have wanted to go lower on ES here because on the 1 hour, I think we were respecting, yeah, we had this gap, and I think we were respecting it, and Nasdaq wasn't quite. We were also, I don't know, so I waited there, and then we pushed higher, took out London high, and this low time frame stuff on Nasdaq, or well, it's still hourly highs, but we took that out, and we didn't even push above it on ES, not even these highs, so I kind of wanted to see what would happen there, and we ended up making a huge SMT from, well, this to here, and also London high down to here. Like so. Um, and so ES was the leading index, and so I was still thinking of longs here because then we came down into equilibrium of this bullish move up. However, I didn't really see much bullish confluence out of that. Like, we did break structure here. However, we had the SMT, and then tested equilibrium of that move. So it was pretty indecisive up until this point because we had the SMT, equilibrium, and then finally, uh, oh, and a gap, I think. Or yeah, so this inverse gap right here, we tapped into that on the 1 minute with this candle, and I originally wanted to get in here after inversing this gap, but again, like I wasn't quite confident on where market was going to go. We came up into equilibrium, and then we seen orders get filled off of that, as well as this huge gap get inversed, and so I got in right there, and I placed my stop above this little fair value gap here rather than this high. Just because I play it safe like that. Like, it definitely, I would have got a better RR if I put it at these highs, so I don't know, trusting my instinct a little more maybe. I could have shortened my stop, but either way, like, still a good trade. My first take profit was at I think this was just pre-market low. We swept London low, yeah. So took first profit there, and then this one was previous day low. Uh, yeah, and then this was just or I think this was previous day low. Either way, 1, 2, 3, took those profits, and that was that. So pretty good trade. Puts us in profit. I was really happy with how patient I was. I waited, I took half my position here, I took half of what was left here, and then I took the rest at this low, so I can't be any happier with the trade. Like, I didn't do anything wrong, aside from maybe shorting up that stop loss, but aside from that, like, yeah, it's pretty good. So, see what happens tomorrow. Pretty solid trade, though. Peace out.